15. Astonishing facts about Timor-Leste, a country you won't believe exists. 15. One of the newest nations in the world, East Timor is situated on the eastern side of the island of Timor, sharing its borders with Indonesia and looking out over the expansive Timor Sea. It was previously a colony of both Portugal and Indonesia. This Southeast Asian country exhibits a unique European influence. Established in 2002, it stands as the youngest nation in Southeast Asia. Covering an area of 14,874 square kilometers, East Timor is smaller than the state of Connecticut in the US. Despite its compact size, the landscape here is extraordinarily varied, featuring high mountains, pristine beaches, and lush tropical forests. Many regions in East Timor still lack official maps due to limited exploration. In terms of climate, East Timor experiences only two seasons, the dry season and the rainy season. During the dry season from May to November, the sun can be quite intense, with temperatures soaring up to 35 degrees Celsius during the day. In the rainy season, tropical showers can transform dirt roads into muddy, off-road adventures, making every trip an exciting journey. As of 2024, East Timor has a population of around 1.3 million people from 16 different ethnic groups, with 97% of the population identifying as Catholic. The country also boasts a youthful demographic, with over 60% of the population aged under 25 years, contributing to a vibrant energy, especially during traditional festivals. East Timor has two official languages, Tetum and Portuguese. However, only about 30 to 35% of the population actually speaks Portuguese, while most people communicate in Tetum, Tum or local dialects. Among the younger generation, English and Indonesian are more commonly spoken, although they are not official languages. As a result, many in East Timor can switch between 3 to 4 languages in a single sentence. Despite being a small and relatively new country, East Timor is filled with interesting and unique experiences. If you get the opportunity to visit, you'll discover a nation brimming with energy, welcoming people, and breathtaking landscapes that have not yet been overly commercialized. Speaking of the uniqueness and mystery surrounding East Timorese women, here beauty isn't determined by heavy makeup or trendy fashions. Instead, in this culture, the more natural and robust you appear, the more beautiful you are considered. East Timorese women possess strong, sun-kissed skin and deep black eyes that reflect a powerful and determined spirit. When they smile, their faces light up with a genuine and pure beauty rather than a playful charm. You might spot them sitting by a loom, skillfully weaving vibrant ties fabric, which is more than just cloth. It symbolizes a tradition, an identity, and a source of pride for them. These women are not just artisans. They manage households, engage in farming, fish, and sell goods in the market. They do not live in dependence on others. They are committed to taking charge of their own lives. These women are loyal, yet they fiercely maintain their independence. They are ready to voice their rights and share their views, which gives them a unique charm, both strong and enigmatic. And there's something quite extraordinary that you won't come across elsewhere. The smiles of older women in East Timor often bear a deep red hue, not due to lipstick, but from chewing betel nut. Here, chewing betel is not just for the elderly. It represents maturity and reverence for one's ancestors. For them, the red stains on their lips are not marks of age, but symbols of culture, something to take pride in, not to be concealed. If you too are charmed by these simple, genuine, yet enchanting women, please leave a comment with the number 2. Number 13 is considered the most biodiverse marine area in the world. Do you enjoy exploring the ocean and its marine life? If yes, kindly leave a comment with the number 5. If not, please comment with the number 4. Ataro Island, situated 24 kilometers north of Dili in Timor-Leste, lies in a marine area that has more species of reef fish than anywhere else on Earth. In 2016, scientists identified 643 species in the waters around Ataro Island, many of which are thought to be completely new. This location is part of an area called the Coral Triangle, a marine region in the western Pacific known for an extraordinarily high number of coral species and the greatest biodiversity compared to any marine environment globally. Researchers remained astonished by the remarkable biodiversity discovered around Ataro Island. They recommend that this area be designated as a marine park. Ataro Island is bound to leave a lasting impression on anyone who visits and has the potential to develop a thriving ecotourism market for Timor Leste. Moreover, East Timor is among the finest spots in the world for whale and dolphin watching due to its position in the Coral Triangle. With its waters alive with marine life, this country hosts numerous species of mammals. If luck is on your side, you might be fortunate enough to see the magnificent sight of giant whales spouting water or playful dolphins swimming right next to your boat. Number 12, the most diverse and unique mode of transportation in Asia. If you believe that transportation in East Timor is similar to that of other Southeast Asian nations, you are in for a delightful surprise. Traveling around in East Timor is truly an adventure. Motorcycles take precedence on the streets here. Cars are quite uncommon, and the roads buzz with a mix of vehicles, ranging from three-wheeled carts and bicycles to vividly painted minibuses. Locals use motorcycles to head to the market, commute to work, and transport goods. Some bikes are even stacked high with cargo towering over their riders. The small minibuses in East Timor are not merely passenger carriers, they double as mobile music boxes, vibrantly painted and bedecked with decals, equipped with flashing LED lights and continuously blasting catchy tunes throughout the journey. East Timor offers breathtaking landscapes, though the roads can be quite challenging. Bumpy dirt roads with potholes, particularly during the rains, can feel like a mud bath. And even the simplest wooden bridges tremble with every vehicle that passes, making your heart race faster than the thumping bass in a minibus. In rural areas, the primary modes of transport are cycles and auto rickshaws. Whether it's for carrying agricultural goods or heading to the market, people depend on cycles or rickshaws. Don't underestimate these vehicles. You will be amazed to see a bicycle laden with dozens of bags of rice or an auto rickshaw stacked up like a mini truck. Number 11, a developing nation with remarkably hospitable and resilient people. When people think of East Timor, many recall it as a small, impoverished country that seldom shows up on the global economic radar. Indeed, it stands as one of the poorest nations on earth, with over 40% of its population living below the poverty line, and its economy primarily relies on oil. However, if you focus solely on the numbers, you'll miss out on something truly special. East Timor may be financially challenged, but it is rich in ways that few would anticipate. When you arrive in this country, don't be surprised if the locals invite you for a strong cup of coffee or share a simple yet hearty meal, along with warm smiles and stories about their homeland. They might not possess much immaterial wealth, but their hospitality knows no bounds. Behind that warmth, however, lies a resilient spirit. After centuries of colonization, the people of East Timor have never given up and ultimately achieved their independence. Despite the poverty in the country, the people of East Timor remain resilient, optimistic, and determined to rebuild their homeland. There's a popular saying in East Timor, "How lahatan mat," I do not know fear. Indeed, even amidst their struggles, the people of East Timor forge ahead with resilient hearts, hard-working hands, and smiles that never dim. Number 10. Unique coffee culture. East Timorese coffee is one of the purest organic coffees in the world. The coffee plants thrive in pristine, mountainous regions without the use of chemical fertilizers, yielding rich and flavorful beans. This is why every cup of East Timorese coffee boasts a robust taste with a subtle chocolate aftertaste, capable of delighting even the most discerning coffee aficionados. In contrast to the fast-paced coffee culture of the US, coffee cultures in East Timor is altogether different. Here, people gather for hours over a cup of coffee, not to rush, but to relish, chat, and enjoy each moment. In a traditional cafe, you won't find anyone glued to their phones or in a hurry to leave. Instead, you'll see smiles and stories exchanged over fragrant cups of coffee with family, friends, or colleagues. In rural East Timor, you won't come across luxurious coffee shops like Starbucks or Highlands. Locals often brew coffee at home or in the mountains. Coffee is prepared in simple clay or aluminum pots, creating a rustic yet enchanting aroma amid nature. Interestingly, while East Timor produces high quality coffee, most of the best beans find their way to the US and Europe. What about the locals? They sip on a more economical coffee, often mixed with sugar or condensed milk, but their fondness and pride for their native beverage remains vibrant. Number 9. Life in Dili, life in East Timor. Dili is a capital that does not radiate a sense of wilderness, tranquility, or authenticity. The people of Dili take life at a leisurely pace. They begin their day with strong cups of coffee at roadside cafes, engaging in conversation, or simply gazing out at the sea. Old motorcycles weave through pedestrian traffic on the streets, while traditional markets bustle with the sale of fresh fish, vegetables, and handicrafts. The most striking feature of Delhi is the azure sea that lies right next to the city. Whenever you feel warm, just a few minutes away are pristine beaches like Area Branca or Back Beach, which are perfect for relaxing, swimming, or soaking in breathtaking sunsets. One of the prominent landmarks in Delhi is the Cristo Rey statue, a towering 7-meter symbol of this free nation, perched on a hill that overlooks the sea. You will need to climb over 500 steps to reach the top, but the reward is a stunning panoramic view of Delhi, especially at sunset. From a seaside restaurant, you can watch dozens of small wooden boats gracefully gliding across the turquoise waters. Local fishermen, with their skilled hands, cast nets just 10 to 20 meters from the shore using simple yet effective fishing tools. Their lives are surprisingly uncomplicated. A mere 30-minute trip to the sea in the morning can yield enough fish for the day. Alternatively, they can earn RR800 to RS100 and then relax, spending quality time with their families. The sea is so abundant in seafood that if you're keen to eat and have the time, you can wait until the afternoon when the tide recedes about 100 meters from the shore to collect baskets full of fresh seafood like glistening shellfish, plump clams, or sea cucumbers peeking through the sand. Dili is unpretentious, yet oddly tranquil. Number 8. East Timor's powerful passport. Surprisingly, the passport of Timor-Leste is one of the most powerful in Southeast Asia. As a former Portuguese colony with ongoing ties to Portugal and Portuguese-speaking countries, Timorese citizens can travel to all Schengen countries for up to 3 months without needing a visa. If you plan to visit this country, Australia, you'll need to prepare the necessary documents according to the requirements. Citizens of the US and EU countries except Ireland can enter East Timor by applying for a visa on arrival, VOA. This visa is issued at Presidente Nicolau Lobato International Airport or the Port of Dili, allowing for a maximum stay of 30 days. You'll have to prove that you can financially support yourself at Rs 12,000 per day. Confirmation of hotel bookings or an invitation letter is required, along with proof of your travel itinerary out of East Timor, such as return flight tickets or onward travel tickets. Please note that visa exemptions are applicable to citizens of EU countries, except for Ireland, allowing a maximum stay of 90 days within a 180-day period. East Timor is home to some of the most pristine tourist attractions. Having been a Portuguese colony for over 400 years, it now features ancient churches that stand as historical witnesses to that era. Many of these churches showcase Gothic and Baroque architecture, characterized by thick stone walls, curved arches, and stunning stained glass windows. One of the most renowned churches is the Motai El Church in Dili, which formerly served as the hub of the East Timorese independence movement. Have you ever visited terraced rice fields? East Timor has vast expanses of terraced rice fields in its rural areas, particularly in the western region, which are comparable to those in Vietnam or Indonesia. The lush green fields meander along the mountains, creating a picturesque, natural landscape. Lastly, we have Mount Ramelau, the highest peak in East Timor, standing at 2,986 meters. This mountain is not only a perfect hiking destination but also an important pilgrimage site for the locals. At the summit, there is a towering statue of the Virgin Mary, which is considered a sacred symbol of East Timor. Though it remains a largely untouched destination, not extensively known or developed for tourism, the wonders of East Timor are sure to leave you with lasting impressions. Number 6 on the list is Lulik, the sacred house in East Timor. Tucked away among the verdant hills of East Timor, Lulik is more than just a house. It embodies the essence of an entire culture. In Tetum Lulik translates to sacred house. At first glance, Lulik captures attention with its distinctive design. Its tall, pointed roofs made from wood and palm leaves showcase a raw yet regal beauty. Some of these structures can soar over 15 meters in height, built entirely by hand without the use of nails or cement, reflecting the skill and tenacity of traditional artisans. What is particularly intriguing about Lulik are the strict regulations governing access to it. This place is so revered that not everyone is permitted to enter. Only selected individuals, typically clan leaders or shamans, are allowed inside to perform ancestral rituals, seek blessings, and safeguard the village. Each village in East Timor has at least one Lulik, preserved through generations as a sacred heritage. These houses not only exemplify spiritual beliefs but also signify community unity. During significant festivals, people gather around Lulik to partake in traditional rituals, dance, sing, and share legendary tales about their ancestors. Are there any other locations you know of that feature such unique sacred houses? Please leave a comment below. 5. Eating with hands is a cultural trait of the East Timorese people, unlike in the US. In East Timor, eating with one's hands is a practice that is deeply ingrained in daily life. The East Timorese use only their right hand for eating, as the left hand is seen as unclean in their culture. Food is usually picked up in small portions, combined with rice and spices to create harmonious flavors right at one's fingertips before being brought to the mouth. Popular dishes such as ikan sabuko, grilled fish marinated in tamarind, batar dan, stewed corn, or feijoada are said to taste better when eaten by hand, just as locals have been doing for generations. During family meals or traditional celebrations, everyone gathers around a large platter, sharing food from a communal dish. For them, this practice not only demonstrates hospitality but also shows affection and respect for those at the table. If you were to visit East Timor, would you be open to eating with the locals? Please leave a comment with yes if you would or no if you wouldn't. Number 4, Thais and the Thais market, the symbol of East Timor. If there is one thing that embodies the spirit and identity of East Timor, it is Thais, a traditional handcrafted fabric full of intricacy, woven completely by hand from cotton and dyed with natural materials. Thais is used to make traditional clothing. The East Timorese wear ties on special occasions such as festivals, weddings, and traditional ceremonies. Men usually tie ties manas around their waists or wear it as a shawl, while women don ties feto, which fits the body like an elegant long dress. What makes it particularly unique is that each piece of ties reflects the wearer's origins and social standing. Certain patterns and colors are even used to represent different tribes across East Timor. If you wish to own an authentic piece of ties, there's no better place than Thais Market, the renowned traditional market in the capital, Dili. Upon entering the market, you will be mesmerized by hundreds of vibrant ties hanging everywhere, each crafted through hours or even weeks of meticulous effort. The artisans are eager to share the stories behind each design, the weaving techniques, and the family secrets of this craft. But ties isn't just for clothing. At Ties Market, you can also find bags, shawls, wall hangings, and unique souvenirs made from this fabric. If you get the opportunity to visit, would you like to buy a piece of ties or an item made from it? Please comment with the number 7 if yes or 9 if no. Thank you. Number 3, some of the most vibrant festivals in East Timor. If you visit Dili in February or March, you will have the chance to experience the Timor Carnival. This festival turns the entire city into a colossal stage of music, dance, and traditional costumes. It is an occasion for the people of East Timor to celebrate their national identity and independence after years of struggle. The highlight of the festival is the street parade where thousands of people adorn themselves in vibrant outfits. There's a lot of dancing and showcasing of traditional arts. You might spot dancers wearing masks, drumming to African rhythms, or energetic samba groups reminiscent of the Rio Carnival. In contrast to the vivacity of the Timor Carnival, the Ataro Culture and Music Festival provides a more personal artistic experience that connects people with nature. Held on the picturesque Ataro Island, known for its breathtaking coral reefs and serene lifestyle, this festival features local artists performing traditional songs, dances, and sharing ancient stories about their ancestors. Folk instruments like local guitars, bongo drums, and bronze gongs produce enchanting melodies, whisking visitors away to a realm where time slows down and music is the essence of life. Moreover, the festival includes activities focused on environmental preservation such as beach cleanups, tree planting, and raising awareness about marine ecosystem conservation. If you want to truly understand the people and culture here, make it a point to participate in at least one of these festivals or even both to fully capture the wonders of East Timor. Number 2, unique dishes. If you think East Timor offers only stunning landscapes and excellent coffee, you've overlooked a treasure trove of flavors, influenced by Portuguese, Indonesian, and indigenous cultures. Tapai, or tape, is a fermented dish made from rice or cassava featuring a sweet and sour flavor with a slight hint of alcohol. This traditional delicacy is enjoyed as a dessert and is sometimes used for brewing rice wine. If you are fond of fermented foods like kimchi or pickles, tapai will undoubtedly be an exciting culinary experience for you. Karil is a curry inspired by Portuguese cuisine, but it has its own unique East Timorese twist. It consists of a light broth enriched with coconut milk, turmeric, and curry leaves, typically prepared with chicken, goat, or fish. Served alongside rice and local wild vegetables, this dish is both rich and rustic. A steaming bowl of karil, enjoyed by the beach, will undoubtedly leave a lasting impression. Bibingka is the most popular coconut cake in East Timor. Made from flour, coconut milk, sugar, and eggs, it is baked until it achieves a crispy, golden crust with a soft, chewy center, all cooked over charcoal, giving it a distinct aroma. Feijoada is a traditional stew that hails from Portugal, which has been creatively adapted by the people of East Timor. This dish is made with black beans, pork, sausage, and spices, resulting in a rich, hearty, and nutritious flavor. It is often featured at parties or important celebrations. If you ever get the opportunity to visit, make sure to try these dishes to fully experience the flavors of East Timor. Now, turning to the cost of living in East Timor, if you're thinking about moving here, be prepared for the reality that the cost of living is not inexpensive. Recognized as one of the countries with the highest living standards in Southeast Asia, the cost of rent can be rather high, with hotel prices varying from $40 to $100 per night. Renting a one-bedroom apartment will set you back around $550 per month. Utilities like electricity, water, and internet can also pose a challenge, as East Timor has only recently begun charging for electricity, while internet costs range between $180 to $230 per month. Transportation expenses in Dili are on the higher side, with a taxi ride of about 2 kilometers costing roughly $5. If you wish to save some money, you might consider using public buses, which will cost you around $30 to $40 per month. Dining out can also be quite expensive due to most food being imported. On average, a meal can cost between $12 and $18. If you prefer cooking at home, you should budget about $380 to $450 per month for one person. In summary, to live comfortably in East Timor, you should prepare a budget of at least $1,500 to $2,000 per month. This is relatively high compared to the regional average and about 50% of what you might spend in the US. But in exchange, you'll enjoy a pristine, peaceful country with stunning beaches and a unique culture. Given these costs, would you choose to settle here? If yes, choose 1. If no, choose 0. Please share your response in the comments. We've just explored 15 unique and fascinating facts about East Timor together. And I hope this has provided you with a fresh perspective on the country. Don't forget to follow our channel, like, and share the video to support us. Catch you in the next one.